right, bro, right here dies. Craig Morton. There's been a lot of NFL news. Maybe it's surrounding the draft at a time where the NBA playoffs are popping, right? This guy's Craig Morton. It's a quarterback. He became the first quarterback to start Super Bowl for two franchises, all right? He dies at age 83. And I believe that was the Cowboys and the Broncos, I believe. He was on three teams, also the Giants. And don't quote me on which two franchises. Maybe the Giants was one of them. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll figure it out later. But you see him right there with the Broncos. Now you can see his name is actually Larry, but he goes by Charlie, I guess is his middle name. Check out the language here. Larry Morton, 128 in reverse. He dies on the 129th day of the year. 129, that's the next number after 128. Look how close that came. He died Saturday. The Broncos confirmed through his family. Did it say? Are we just assuming it's old age here? Has died. Family confirms. And then they just start going into his accomplishments. 7 years later, and after an unsuccessful stint with the Giants, Morton led the Broncos to a matchup against his former team. He threw for 39 yards, 4 interceptions before getting pulled. How did he die, though? Yeah, they're not even. It's just he was old or what? Let me ask Google here on the side. How did Craig Morton die? Anything in particular or what? 83. Okay, so complication due to sepsis and pulmonary edema. Interesting. Sepsis, pulmonary edema. What I'm doing is I'm putting those in the Gematria calculator, and those may play an impact in the decode later. But so he dies 3 months, 4 days after his birthday. Larry and Craig equal 34, his first and middle name. You see, he's got the February 5th birthday. He's born in 43, which is 34 reversed. You also see the 29 right there. And again, that's his first and middle name. Now, you may notice here he's got 7 on his jersey, just like John Elway. And John Elway took over as quarterback for him, I believe, when Elway was drafted. So, unpopular. So, Elway takes over for this guy. They both got the 7 on the jersey, right? So I don't know if that guy retired or what. I don't know what happened with his Broncos career. But he joined the Broncos in 77. Is it? Man, I keep doing this too. And you see 77 is like 7, right? Elway takes over for him. Elway's got the 7. Remember, the Dolphins beat the Broncos 70-0. And I always see that 7 with the Broncos. 70-0. Here, let's pull it up right here. I don't know. And there's another 7 with the Broncos. I just look at that thinking a little longer. September 24th, 2023. 70-20. The Dolphins beat the Broncos right there. So, again, 70 is like 7. And look, horse, that's it right there. Horse equals 70 with the Bronco horse, right? You see that? And we just had the Kentucky Derby. Hold on, and this might connect to that Meg the Stallion piece that we were talking about because it was Megan Fox's birthday. And then we got into the whole, Meg the Stallion connection. And look, we had the Kentucky Derby exactly 1 week before Craig Morton's death. Look at that. Horse, Bronco. We're not talking about the vehicle. You see that? Not a specific breed, but rather a term for an untrained or semi-wild horse. Look at that. Right? And again, it was Megan Fox's birthday. But we brought up Meg the Stallion, me and Richard, in conversation because you got Meg, and you got to go watch my Megan Fox videos I made. But that's interesting stuff there. I guess I'll play this video now before I go any further. Let's go right here. If it plays, I don't know, man. Maybe it might not. I'll refresh it. So I'll refresh it and let's see if it'll play. Jeez, man. Gotta love it. I guess we won't watch it. Maybe I'll come back to that. There it goes. Those are the two teams. 28,000 career yards, they said. A bit long to get to this, but Elway took over for him in 83. And Craig Morton now dead at age 83. And again, they both had that 7. And Morton joined in 77. Horse equals 70 like 7. Peyton Manning, he became a member of the Broncos. Remember? Elway brought him in. Elway's like some kind of upper like management position. I can't think of exactly what it is right now with the Broncos. He brings in Manning, and look, Manning's birthday this year is the 83rd day of the year. Check that out. March 24th. So 83, 83, 83. Who else is trending? Aaron Rodgers is trending. He was born in 1983. So you see the connections with the top quarterbacks. Rodgers, Manning. Even Tom Brady's birthday is August 3rd, 83. Right? Elway, a rookie in 83. Right after Morton retired following 1982. You see that? Rodgers trending. And Craig Morton played 18 seasons. Manning, 18 on his jersey. Can you believe that Craig Morton had the same birthday as Roger Staubach, and Roger Staubach took over as the starting quarterback for the Cowboys, replacing Craig Morton, the dude we're talking about, who died? They got the same birthday. You know what? Another football player just died right here. So all of this football news now with these deaths. Look at this. Super Bowl winning. Another Super Bowl connection. Charlie Young dies at age 75. I think he was on the 49ers. Look, this is trending right now. You wouldn't believe it. He has the same birthday, February 5th. So 2 guys with the same birthday die, both trending right now. And he died, Charlie Young, 3 days after Craig Morton. They both their names start with C. Looks like he was on the Seahawks as well. You see that? They got the same birthday. They die 3 days apart. And then Roger Staubach takes over for Charlie Morton. He's got that same birthday. Come on, right? What are the odds? I mean, that's a huge script right there. You would think a regular person would even see that. Isn't that amazing? It is amazing. Absolutely incredible. Football equals 83 also. I always forget to mention that. And football's got the 43, dudes born in 43, and I keep seeing the 29 also. Football's got the 83, huge with these top quarterbacks. Not saying he was like a complete stud quarterback. I like kind of heard of him a little bit before my time, but he's not like a super duper elite memorable player, right? I'm not looking any more into it, but I don't think that they won any of those Super Bowls. Let me know if I'm wrong though. Solid, right? I mean, so you cannot deny those connections. That's my thumbnail right there. Isn't that wild? So he's connected to the two quarterbacks who took over for him. And I didn't really catch anything with the Giants. Here's the two quarterbacks they say took over for him. I don't know if they split time or whatever. Steve Ramsey in with the Giants. He's probably connected. Look, he's got that. It looks like a 10 on his jersey. Didn't Eli have the 10? And then here's the other Giants quarterback, Joe Pisarcik or whatever. I don't know. But they said that those two guys took over for Craig Morton when the Giants moved on from him. So maybe there's some more connections there. But man, that's amazing, isn't it? The freaking Peyton Manning, John Elway connections. Roger Staubach, same birthday, and then the other football player just died, and he's got the same birthday. You can't deny that stuff. You can't deny these connections. I don't make this stuff up. I just show it to you. And I just dropped the Aaron Rodgers video. Look at this stuff. All of these quarterbacks now connected here, and all of this death with these football players hitting all of a sudden. Remember, we just had the draft not long ago, right? Craig Morton, who became the first quarterback to start Super Bowl for two franchises, dies at 83. I'll see you in the next video.